Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to Glass Seats. This is Viddy.
And my name is Mrinal, and in this episode, we are discussing the return of Patrik Laine to the Montreal Canadiens. Laine is back.
Yeah, it really feels like it.
He's played 7 games since returning from a knee injury for the Montreal Canadiens, and in those 7 games, he has 6 goals, including 1 game with a hat trick against the Buffalo Sabres.
Mm-hmm. And a killer quote, I feel like we should mention from that.
Oh, yeah.
He thought it was an average game that he played.
Yeah, he was like, I've had better.
Yeah, I've had better. Scored 0 goals. This was cool that the goals came, but I've played better. Hell of a mentality to have.
I know. You know this, I've had a soft spot for Laine since he joined the league. That's his rookie jersey right there.
Yeah.
I just loved all the news that came out of him in Winnipeg and things like that. And he got traded to Columbus and it just wasn't a fit.
Yeah. Something about Columbus and Buffalo is just, it doesn't seem to...
Kind of a black hole.
Oh, yeah. It really sucks, what it does to some career players. But anyways, I digress.
Columbus really didn't seem to fit. He had a few glimpses of his old self, but really didn't seem to pull it together. Mm-hmm. And Montreal so far has been great for him.
Yes.
And I am so happy to see this Patrik Laine back.
Yes, and I think it's the fact that we gotta give it up to Montreal fans in terms of their team is the only team actually we just looked that is not currently in a playoff spot. And
only Canadian team.
Sorry.
31 teams.
Everyone's in a playoff spot. Yeah. No, only Canadian team that's not in a playoff spot. And that arena, Bell Center, is sold the hell out. Every game. Like
the vibes in Montreal are immaculate.
Yeah.
Right
I wish Sharks fans would actually take note. I was like, we have a generational talent in this rookie season, and the seats are still empty. Well, anyways, but yeah,
I mean, the Bay has some other problems.
The Bay's got some other bandwagon-y problems. Yes,
yeah, but I think the diehard Sharks fans are excited.
Yes, they're excited. Yeah, and similarly, the Canadiens fans should be excited about this guy. They should be excited about Lane Hudson. They should be excited about
Cole
Caulfield.
His first goal the other night.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Lane Hudson's on the board.
There we go. And that kid's looking to be like a killer defenseman. Like I'm not going to sit here and say Quinn Hughes level or anything, but you never know. Yeah, maybe question mark. I think let's talk more so about the you want to call it the rise, the comeback, I guess, from Columbus. Yeah, the comeback from Columbus to Montreal. So he did go to Columbus, and there was a lot of I think it was also around the time of the pandemic. Who knows what people were going through at that time. Yeah. And it felt like he's been very open about going to therapy and seeing a sports psychologist.
His mental health. He's been quite open about it. Yeah. Which I know I admire him for.
Yeah, which is also in the NHL. The tough guy league, right? It's kind of wild to see how open a star player has been about this. And not just that, but there's a tangible difference now, right? Yeah. Like it's not just he's just going through the motions in a Columbus jersey. It's like he's happy. He's excited again. It feels like to play hockey. And this is coming back from an injury too.
I know. And I have this quote here that I wanted to share that I thought was fantastic about his mental health. He had this quote in a post-game press conference, but he said, I just learned to have positive conversations with myself. I've always been negative towards myself. That's something I've learned, to speak nice things to yourself, because your brain can't figure out if it's somebody else saying those things to you or yourself. I try to stay positive. Mm-hmm. And, we've all heard this, speak positively about yourself. Having a positive mindset makes a difference. And here you're seeing a professional athlete actually turn their career around with that kind of thinking. It's incredible to see. Yeah,
like all the arguments, if you want to call it that, about this being a pseudoscience, about it being not like a real, like some woo-woo thing.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can argue this.
If it works,
right?
it works.
Yeah, if it works, it works. Like it's only stupid if it doesn't work, right?
Yeah.
Like so. I mean, this is a tangible comeback again. That I don't think you can really argue the mental aspect of the game. We can also go back to. Do you remember I think it was the 2016-17 season where the Avalanche were a dumpster fire?
Yeah.
That and keep in mind, Gabriel Landeskog, Nathan McKinnon, I'm pretty sure Mikko Rantanen, we're all still on that team. No Cale Makar just yet, but pretty decent lineup. Jerome McGinley, stuff like that. And that team, nobody was having fun on that Avalanche team. I believe Nathan McKinnon after that went to see a sports psychologist to kind of just figure out how to handle his emotions better for the game. And now we know Nate as Nate Dogg, right? Like as this guy who, when he's angry, when he's pissed off, he can channel that productively.
Oh, yeah.
And you see that like on the ice, like tangibly on the ice. Nobody has bursts of speed like that guy, especially when he's pissed off.
Oh, yeah.
So like literally the mental aspect of the game, is it half the battle, or is it
Probably
more than
more
half
than
of
half.
that, right?
Yeah.
So
Hockey is a very mental game.
exactly, yeah. And like sure, the skills you got to learn when you're growing up and stuff, but to make it to the NHL and to thrive in the NHL, that seems like more of a mental battle.
Yeah, a lot of players who have come out about it. I think Mitch Marner is another one who's talked about sports psychology helping him.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's great to see that it's becoming more talked about, more common in the NHL.
Yeah. I mean, again, I'm no athlete. I've never been an athlete, but like I'm always like curious to see like how conversations like that differ from like just regular day-to-day therapy, right? Like how it, like what about it like clicks with a player? I'd be so curious to know.
Mm-hmm. I think it's just, these guys care about winning above all else, right?
Yes.
So anything they can do to get a competitive advantage, right? Whether that's channeling your anger, like you said about McKinnon,
right? Or,
having to handle criticism, or just saying positive things to yourself so that you can score clap bombs like Laine is right now.
Yeah.
It's just all great to see. And, coming back to Laine, I'm just so happy to have old Laine back.
Yeah, it feels like a much needed return, because it was really like concerning for a little bit, where you see a lot of players, whether it be from injury or from like just lack of loving the game, you know what I mean?
Being in the wrong place.
Just kind of like, they just kind of go away. And Laine was far too freaking talented to let that go to waste, you know what I mean? And I'm so happy like that it didn't end up being that way, because the guy's got a lot to return. If you watch hockey, that rookie season, his rookie season, he was being compared to Matthews. Like there was a legitimate like Laine is better, Matthews is better, whatever, like that argument. Obviously we know how Austin Matthews' career has went in terms of like just overall success, but like Laine like fell off for a little bit, and it feels like he's like
coming back.
Yeah, so let's if there's any lesson to be learned here, I feel like we should not be undervaluing the importance of sports psychology, or just even day-to-day psychology, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We could all learn to have benefit from positive thinking.
Exactly. Yeah. So if you ever had a doubt, look at Laine, and, apply it to your own life if you can.
Absolutely. Let us know your thoughts on this episode in the comments below. If you like this episode, drop a like on it. Hit subscribe if you want more glass seats. We got multiple episodes out every week. See you in the next one.
Bye.